We're going to be getting started in just a couple minutes. Once I get my throat cleared and such, obviously. Alright, let's jump right back into Skyrim where we left off last night. Last night, if you were watching, we got thrown into a pit of an ancient Dwemer city, and we are currently trying to find our way out. Big centurion.
Please understand. I locked the lake house door to stop you from making the same mistake I made. You ignore my words and come searching for the key.
I do love causing a stir. Once I started singing at the top of my
Key
voice,
for a reason.
then I replied, "You want Dragon Ball?"
Making a mistake.
Do you like to dance? I've heard that there's this dance called the horizontal dance. I think we should try it.
"7 years ago, I discovered this wondrous city, uninhabited. Others soon followed, heeding my invitation, and our community grew and prospered under my rule. But as I write this, I am alone once again, for my subjects have been the victims of an unspeakable atrocity. This is why, at the expense of my own life, I must open a portal that will take you into the past, before all this began. Beloved reader, you must go back, investigate what set this atrocity in motion, and prevent it by any means necessary."
Yes, my thing? You lead, I'll follow.
I've been told that I have one of the nicest voices in Skyrim, or even Tamriel for that matter. I must say I am inclined to agree.
We're not supposed to talk to new people till they see the Jarl. Oh, all right.
You there? Where did you come from?
Strange. It looks like you just came out of the Jarl's private lake house. Yeah, well, just make sure you don't get lost in anyone else's home. Live by our laws here, and we'll all get along just fine. Don't hurt anyone, don't steal anything. Same as anywhere else. Only the punishment here is much, much worse. The Jarl can tell you more, and help you get settled in. Might even have some quarters for you. I can take you to him if you like. Follow me. So, this is our farmland where we grow all the food you'll ever want. As long as all you ever want is leek, cabbage, and potato. If you have goods, the merchants at the market up ahead will be happy to see you. Most of us have few belongings, just what we brought in with us.
Morning, Golvar.
Morning, Nismar. Above us is the sun under the ground. It's strange and no substitute for the real sun, of course, but these days it doesn't bother me. What bothers me is the Citadel folk. Take Jormund, for example, standing up there on his balcony looking down on us. Just look at him. Yeah, Jormund, you're a really big man, aren't you? Milk drinker.
Aren't you going to introduce me to your strapping new friend, Golvar?
We're on our way to see the Jarl. There will be time for you to get your claws into our friend here later.
I look forward to it. You should come for a drink at my tavern, the Golden Sentinel, tonight. Just about everyone's there after dark.
Be careful with Rastasia. She... well... it's not my place to say. There's enough gossip in this place as it is. It's a small city after all. Only 24 of us at the moment. 23 if you don't count Brandis, who's halfway to the next life. Loki's barely managing to keep him alive.
Great. Another mouth to feed. Hope this one's healthy. Last thing I need is another...
Do you know what I love to do when I have a little too much spare gold? Find a beggar and pay them to harass people. They are so desperate for money that they will do almost anything. It can be very...
This is the Citadel, where the Jarl and his guests live. If you manage to worm your way...
Gulver, what do you think you're doing? You're meant to be working the Owl's farm, not trudging dirt into his citadel.
Jormund, take it easy, would you? I was just showing our new friend here to the Jarl.
Well, how about you get back to work, and I take our new friend the rest of the way? If you don't work, none of us eat, Gulver. Remember that.
How could I forget? Fine, I'll get back to work. It was nice meeting you, my friend. Stop by for a chat anytime you like.
I'm sorry about that. That probably sounded a bit harsh, but it's my job to make sure we all have enough to eat. I'm Jormund. Let's head up to the next floor then, shall we? Stay close behind me. Wouldn't want you getting lost now, would we? It's good to see a new face here. Haven't had any new arrivals in a while. Since Marius. But he mostly keeps to himself. Bit secretive, actually. Most people are pretty friendly though. And so they should be. This is the closest you'll get to Sovngarde in all of Tamriel. No crime, no conflict. Most folk don't even bother locking the doors. Even if you could steal something without breaking the dwarves' law, it's not as if you could sell it to anyone here.
Welcome. I'm Gaia. You come and say hello when you're free.
Always got her nose buried in a book, that one. Helps out Brawl down in the city. our resident expert about the history and laws of the Dwemer. Last I heard, they were trying to track down some dwarven artifacts. Should ask Brol about it, if you're into that sort of thing. This is the Citadel kitchen. Remember to be polite to our Kukusanchi. She does her
I don't
best with
get
what
it.
she has, which
Men
isn't
say
much.
they wouldn't mind piercing me with their arrow, or stabbing me with a sword, and then walk away laughing.
Now let's head up to the Owl's floor.
Oh, I remember the first
Alright,
time
so we're about to meet Jarl Metellus. There's a couple of things you should know about him, if you want to make a good impression. First, he was the first one here. Well, he was here before the rest of us anyway. So the Citadel is his, and we're all his guests. Second, he's very protective of this place. He won't tolerate anyone disturbing the peace. So be on your best behaviour, and you should be fine.
No, not right now.
You're not laying on my computer, Creeper.
This is the top of the Citadel. The bathhouse is off limits, and I'm not even sure what's behind the gold door. Only the Jarl has ever gone in there. Alright, you're on your own from here. I've got lazy farmers.
The Jarl's waiting for you on his balcony, on your left. Still can't hear ya.
There's a face I don't recognize. Welcome to my city. I'm Jarl Metellus. Tell me, what is your name? It's always exciting to meet a new member of our small community. Now, before I forget, since you're here for good, you'll need some quarters. Here's a key to the last vacant chambers down in the city, between Brawl and Lukey. It's all yours. Now tell me, what brings you to my city? I sent you here. I'm not sure what you mean. Well, let's see. This is my handwriting. The victims of an unspeakable atrocity. I will open a portal that will take you into the past. You must go back. This is real, isn't it? I've even toyed with the idea of creating a portal between 2 points in time, with Brawl's help. But that's odd. My letter makes no mention of what caused the disaster. I suppose I was in a hurry. So tell me, what's going to happen to us? That's exactly what I saw when I first discovered this place, several years ago. It seems whatever happened then is going to happen again. I think it has something to do with the dwarves' lore. This is bad. This is very, very bad. Yes, you see, the dwarves who built this place left inscriptions. Brawl hasn't been able to fully translate them, but we understand some parts. This warning keeps coming up. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. We think that breaking the law here will cause some kind of event. The truth is, I've used the dwarves' law to frighten my people into obedience, and it's worked so far. But someone's about to break that law. Let me think. Your arrival here is exactly what I need. You've helped me a great deal by bringing this note to my attention. I wonder if you could do me another favor. I need you to investigate the city, talk to my people, help them, if it'll win their trust. You can even go through their possessions, if you have to. You must work out who is going to break the dwarves' law. Once you have a name, come back and tell me immediately. As Jarl, I authorize you to go anywhere you need to go, including private homes. But if someone asks you to leave, you should do so immediately. I can't promise either of those things, but I will certainly do everything within my power to help you once you've helped my people. And of course, if you decide to stay, I would make sure you enjoy a comfortable life here. Now what do you say? Will you help me? Thank you. Now, you mustn't tell anybody where you're from or what may be about to happen here. People do foolish things when they panic. If it helps you, you're welcome to borrow the book on my desk. It contains the names and addresses of my subjects. Just don't show it to anyone. Goodbye for now, and good luck. I don't need to tell you what will happen if you fail.
So you're pretty good at using a weapon with both hands. Then again, I heard you only like handmade weapons.
Working hard.
What is it? I'm sorry, what's my story? What in oblivion is your story? How dare you come in here like you own the place and expect me to explain myself to you? I don't care who you are, but pay attention. There's a pecking order around here, and I'm at the top of it. Well, after the Yowl, of course. So work hard and do what I tell you, or you'll wish you'd died and gone to oblivion. Got it? That's more like it. Now that you know your place, you're going to do something for me. I want you to retrieve something for me. It's a helmet. Dwarven. Made thousands of years ago, but still in immaculate condition. One of those vigilants of Stendar had it with him when he went down into the old mine tunnels over by the lake. He never came out. I want you to go down there and bring it back. Now, do you have any questions? Now there's a good peasant. Go on now. And don't you show your face in the Citadel again without it, you understand?
Oh, hello there. I'm a Breton from Hyrock. I've studied history at the Imperial City, which led me to Skyrim in search of Dwemer ruins. And now I'm here. Some days I just can't believe my luck. Working with Brawl, researching the richest source of Dwemer history and technology I could have imagined. I feel like we're on the brink of some amazing discoveries about the Dwemer. Who knows? Maybe we'll find not all of them have disappeared. I could, but Brawl knows much more than I do. You should be able to find him in his chambers down the city. Now that you mentioned it, I do. I need you to get something for me, and it won't be easy. I've tried everything I can think of, and still nothing. There's a big Nord living down in the city called Rikus. You may have seen him walking around in an immaculate example of Dwarven armor. I need that armor. It's the only one like it, and I believe it to be crucial in unlocking the secret of this place. The trouble is, before I could get a good look at it, that brute Rikas claimed it as his own, and has been wearing it ever since. I've tried everything. Appeals to his better nature, flattery, charm, even threats. It's like negotiating with a brick wall. The only thing I haven't tried is violence. And you know how that would end. But I'm convinced there's a way to get it. There has to be. Thank you! If you do manage to get it, you're welcome to keep it. I just need to have a quick look at it, that's all. That's fine. I've got a lot of reading to do if I'm going to know half as much as Brawl one day. Always wondering.
Help! There's a looter coming into the city.
I saw a man come down the shaft, but he was armed and he looked like a looter. If he makes it into the city and starts attacking people, he'll break the dwarves' law, and who knows what will happen. You have to stop him. Everybody, go home and lock your doors.
Only a fool lets himself get surrounded.
Is it over? Is it safe? Oh, thank the gods. What a relief. We're so lucky that you arrived in time to stop them. I'll be sure to tell everyone what you've done for us. Thank you so much. If there's ever anything my husband Tabik and I can do to help you, just ask. Quintus? No, there's no one by that name here. But if you're looking for an Imperial, I'd check the Citadel. That place is crawling with Imperials. Oh, there's not much to tell. My husband Tabik runs the clothing store in town. You should stop by. I'm sure you'll leave looking much better. Not that you don't look good now, I mean, it's just... You know, nice clothes are... Oh, who am I kidding? I'm no good at selling anything. I guess that's why they've got me sweeping the floors day in, day out. Well, that, and we weren't invited to be layabouts in the Jarl's Citadel. Did you see anyone working in the Citadel? I'll bet you didn't. They just amuse themselves all day while those of us down here do all the work. And why? Because Abik's a Redguard and I'm a Breton. I bet if we were both Imperial, it'd be a different story. The worst part is we left Solitude to get away from bigoted Nords after our son died. But here the Imperials are even worse. Of course. Oh. No offense, but I'd rather not talk about it. Too many painful memories. And besides, there are enough sad stories around this place as it is. But
If you're interested, you can talk to my husband, Habik, in his shop, Firefly Finery. What would we do? Start a rebellion? No way. Not after the dwarves' warning. You know, the many shall suffer for the sins of the one, and all that. I'd be a fool not to. If you're not convinced, you should go and talk to Brohl in his chambers. He knows more about the dwarves than anyone. All right. Nice to talk to you. See you soon.
Everybody's talking about how you killed those looters. Well done.
Well, I'm still waiting for that immaculate helmet you promised me.
What can I do for you, friend? Let's go.
You know, sometimes I like to roleplay. No, not like that. I mean like pretending I'm a mud crab that goes around pinching people on the bottom. It's rather fun. You should try it. Role-playing, I mean. Although pinching bottoms is quite fun too.
Heard you got to kill those looters. Wish I could have joined you. I haven't been allowed to fight in years. What about it? Nope. This is the only one like it in the whole city. It's not for sale. Oh. Well, in that case, you still can't have it. Let me be clear. The only way you'll get this armor is if you peel it from my corpse. Uh-huh.
Hey, I hear you dealt with those looters swiftly. Great work. Well, come on back anytime you like.
Miranda told me you cut down those looters before they breached the city gates. Well done, my friend. Well done. Ah, you saw my notice then. What about it? Thank you. The ring belonged to my son, Limar. He wore it everywhere. He told me it was a gift from a strange wood elf he met in the forest once. It was the only thing I had to remind me of him. But a while ago, I dropped it down the stairs in my shop, and it rolled under a door at the bottom. The trouble is, I've never been able to unlock the door, or work out what's down there. But I'm sure it's possible, because I hear noises down there. So I'll bet that somebody, somewhere in the city, knows a way down there. And who knows what else you'll find once you get in. See you again soon, I hope.
Hello, neighbor. I understand we have you to thank for dispensing with some would-be looters. So, thank you. Hello, neighbor. Would you like to hear about my research? That is the sun under the ground. Or at least that's how it's referred to in the Dwarven text we've managed to translate. I must confess, I haven't the faintest idea of how it works. But it seems to be giving us light and allowing us to grow crops, even under the ground. Of course, if it ever stops glowing, for whatever reason, we'll all be in quite a lot of trouble. But don't concern yourself with such dark thoughts. I'm sure we have nothing to worry about. Well, the dwarves who built this city left inscriptions in the citadel, which translate to, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." My research leads me to believe that if a single member of our community sins, it'll trigger an event, killing us all. I believe such an event occurred some years ago, which is why Metellus found the city littered with burned corpses. But to this day, there are many questions we simply don't have answers for. How is the Dwarves' Law still being enforced? How does it work? And we may never know. As long as nobody attacks or steals from anybody else. Until we know more, we all need to be on our best behavior. Time travel. You know, as it happens, I do. It was a great obsession of mine for years after my wife passed. I thought if I could go back, I gave up on that idea a long time ago. But recently the Jarl has asked to see my research notes. How strange that you should now take an interest too. Can I ask what the nature of your interest is in this unusual subject? I don't quite know what to say to that. How can I put this charitably? Perhaps you're tired and emotional and need some rest. But I always enjoy discussing my theories with a receptive mind. So I'll humor you. What did you want to ask? For argument's sake, if you found yourself in that position, you'd have only two options. To live out your days in the past, or force a paradox. A paradox, you see, would involve changing the past so as to prevent the events which caused you to travel back in time in the first place. But you'd be taking a big risk by doing that. Who knows what the consequences would be? Some say that whatever you do, it will lead you right back to the future that took you back in time in the first place. An eternal loop, if you will. But me, I believe that creating a paradox should fling you back to your original time, having changed the past for you and everyone else. Well, let's say for argument's sake that you really have traveled here from the future. You could create a paradox in a few different ways. Essentially, you could do anything that would remove your means or motivation to return to the past. For example, You came here to achieve some goal. Achieving that goal would mean you will never have been motivated to come here. A paradox. Or, if the thing that allowed you to travel back in time is still here, as a past version of itself, you could simply destroy it, I suppose. That would mean, of course, that you will never have been able to travel back in time. Another paradox. But doing so could have terrible consequences. But if you really are from the future, as unlikely as that is, telling me or anybody else what happens next could have disastrous consequences too. I think it's best if we talk about something else. Farewell. Come back if you think of any questions. Made any exciting new discoveries? Hello, neighbor. Made any exciting new discoveries?
I'm all ears. Well, not literally, of course.
Oh, a new person. Well, welcome to our city. Or whatever it is the Jarl tells us to say. Yes. Poor Brandis. I've been doing my best to keep the poor fool alive. What of him? He came here with his partner, full of big talk about how Stendar sent them to purge some great evil from beneath the city. Now, none of us know exactly what's down there. But if there is a great evil, then it made the mighty Stendar look like a milk drinker. All I know is nobody with half a brain should go down there. Not without a way to protect themselves from the energy that killed poor Brandis. Yes. What about him? Yes, I suppose. Just go down and check up on him for me, would you? His house is not far from here, down in the inner ring of the city. Just a small selection of potions. Ingredients are in short supply here. Happy to buy yours if you have any. Fine, just walk away.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
You must stop this from happening. My letter.
You there? Where did you come from?
What are you talking about? I've never met you. You're right. I was. Is that some kind of sorcerer? Well, I don't want any trouble. Let me get out of your way.
I'm confused. I drink milk, but I'm
Newcomer.
also tough and drink as much
You
meat
should
as
head on
the
up to...
other Nords.
Now that's an interesting question. I personally don't know any way out, no. My thinking is that if there was a way out of here, the dwarves who built this place must have known about it. True, but we can learn all sorts of things about them from what they left behind. Inscriptions, architecture, relics, statues. And while I've discovered many things here, there are some parts of the city I haven't been able to get to. I'm most interested in the palace, above the lake. Unfortunately, it's sealed up tight. Only one man ever managed to enter, and he never came out. That was Narnabas, and we haven't heard from him in years. Strange fellow. I believe he was looking for the secrets of the dwarves too. If you could find a way in there, I'm sure it would tell us a great deal about this place. Who knows what secrets we could uncover. Farewell. Come back if you think of any questions.
I trust you're on your way to speak with the Jarl. Right you are.
There's a face I don't recognize. Welcome to my city. I'm Jarl Metellus. Tell me, what is your name? It's always exciting to meet a new... Here's a key to the last vacant chambers down in the city. I sent you here. Well, let's see. This is my handwriting. But that's odd. My letter makes no mention of what caused that. So the dwarves' law is real, after all. Just as we always suspected. But you know who broke it? Who was the culprit? Ah, that is a shame. Well, let's see. Do you think you could do me a favor? I need you to investigate the city, talk to my people, help them, if it'll win their trust. You must, as Jarl, I authorize you to go. I can't, and of course. Now what do you say? Will you Thank you. If it helps you. Goodbye for now, and good luck. I don't need to tell you what will happen if you fail.
Hello there, dear. Hello, dear. Oh my, it's very nice of you to take an interest in my life, dear. But you don't need to humor an old woman. Really? Well, you're the first person in the city to say that. Well, let's see. These days, I mostly just sweep the streets here, keep them clean. Cleanliness is next to godliness, or so they say. It's not very inspiring, as you can imagine, but the alternative is to wind up like poor Dooley. Oh, you haven't met him yet. Don't worry, I'm sure he'll introduce himself to you sooner or later. He's homeless. He lives in a cave by the lake. I feel sorry for him. I think most of us do. But ever since his brother died, he's been obsessing over some long-lost treasure. The Jarl decided because he can't work, he doesn't deserve to live in a house like the rest of us. So he lives in a tent in a cave of sorts. But don't let him drag you into it. I'm quite sure it's imaginary. A great loss can do terrible things to a person's mind. Well, anyway, that's about all there is about me to tell, I'm afraid. I'm not very interesting. Well, the most important thing in my life is prayer. So let me ask you, have you found room in your heart for Mara, the Mother Goddess? Yes, of course, dear. Don't worry, I get that reaction a lot. Perhaps I'll see you later.
coming into this. I saw a man. If he makes it into the city and starts attacking people, he'll break the law. And who knows what will happen. To stop him.
Himself gets surrounded.
Only a fool lets himself get surrounded.
Someone there to end this little game. You know what we should do? We should get drunk and have a big sing-song. No, a naked sing-song. Yes, that would be fun.
Is it over? Is it safe? Oh! Thank you so much. If there's ever... Nice to talk to you. See you soon.
Heard you got to kill those looters. Get out of my face, milk drinker. My problem is that I'm the only one around here whose head isn't buried in the sand. That's my problem. I mean, everyone acts like nothing's wrong, but we're one stupid mistake away from being wiped out, like the last lot of people who lived here. Seems like I'm the only one ready for what's coming, whatever that is. And when it hits, it's every man for himself. You've been warned. I don't know, but did you ever get the feeling these statues are watching us? Like they're waiting for something. I don't like it. If I did, I wouldn't be standing here listening to you. Bye.
What's on your mind?
here. I'm beyond help. The potions do nothing. And I don't have much time. I just need to tell you something. Stendar, he plants these images in my head. He shows me secrets. Made me come here. Something terrifying. Deep in the earth beneath the city. Powerful. And evil. I went down into the tunnels to destroy it. But the energy, it seeps into your bones. Please. Please, you must find a way to get down there. And finish what I...
Get away with anything in Skyrim. I just act all cute and innocent, and the guards turn a blind eye. Not that I'm a bad person or anything. Most of the time. walking is giving me a front wedgie. Oh, I said it out loud, didn't I? Otherwise you would be cowering right now.
Heard you held back an invasion all on your own. That's fine work.
Hello, neighbor. Hello, neighbor. Would you like to hear about my research? Ah, yes. Most dwarven armor you see these days is quite badly worn. But this piece is still perfect, after thousands of years. It also seems to have some magical properties. It should protect you from the harmful energy down in the tunnels below the city. It all but killed Brandis when he went down there. But he didn't have a full set. If you can get down there safely, let me know what you discover. Very well. Come back if you think of any questions about something you discover. Hello, neighbor. Made it.
Get out.
Hello, my friend.
Are you? Linda told me you cut down those looters before they breached the city gates. The Jarl says he likes to keep us busy and out of trouble. But of course, he and all his cronies in the city. The dwarves, but maybe... So I could ignore him, but I'd be risking the lives of everyone here. And I just don't want to be responsible for that. So, all right. See you again soon.
Hello, my friend.
I hear you're handy in a fight. Glad you're on our side, love.
Hello, my friend. Nice to talk to you. See you soon.
Hello there. No, I don't. The Jarl says he likes to keep our son. This Imperial, but Limar wouldn't. I came back from the market to find. I went straight to Torig's court instead. So we left. Wandered Skyrim. All right. All right. Thanks for stopping by.
What do you want? What about it? Not my problem. Not going to happen, maggot. Because you know, and I know, that the first blow that gets landed is going to get us all killed. You're not that stupid. Uh-huh.
Hey, what can I do for you, my friend? Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. It's not as if I'm a vampire or a necromancer or anything. Somebody just has a problem with my preference for male company. Nothing gets by you, does it? Sorry, that was me. Yes, I like men. And when you grow up and went home like I did, you expect a bit of hostility.
I saw enough friends attacked and driven away by angry Nords to know the cost of not keeping your personal affairs to yourself. So I hid who I was for, what was it, 20 years? Living in the barracks with a dozen other guardsmen, watching what I said and where I looked. But that kind of fear eats away at you slowly, until living isn't any better than the thing you were afraid of. And that's when I came clean. Needless to say, since I'm now living underground on the opposite corner of Skyrim, my openness didn't go well among the Nords of Windhelm. But at least down here, I get to be who I am. Or at least, I thought that was the case. Perhaps I was wrong. No, I don't. I keep my personal affairs to myself, and I've never really been interested in any of the men here. Not my type. It wouldn't usually bother me. I have a thick skin, and I can handle myself in a fight better than most. But if these threats keep getting worse, eventually my secret admirer is going to get violent and break the dwarves' laws. Right. The big, crazy Nord who walks around with his weapon drawn? Of all the people it could have been, he's the most terrifying. Oh, alright. Well, we'll see what you can do. I think it would only inflame things if I speak of him myself. What about him? Come back soon!
What do you want? Yeah? So what? What are you gonna do about it? I'd wager you don't even have the spells to pull off something like that. If you're trying to scare me, you'll have to do a lot better than that. Yeah? What are you going to do to stop me? And why should I? Do you know what he is? His presence here is going to break the dwarves' law and get us all killed. Maybe they haven't worked it out yet, but they will. Now take your stupid arguments and get lost.
What can I do for you, my friend? What about him? Well, all I can ask is that you do. Well, come on back anytime you like.
What do you want? Yeah? What are you going? Yeah. That's what I thought. Bye.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Yep, we're safe scumming. That's the way it works.
Hey, you're the one who killed all those bandits, aren't you? Gods, what a nightmare that must have been. Yes, it is. Where did you find it? A skeever? You mean she's dead? Oh, gods. She's dead, isn't she? I need to see her. One last time. Can you show me where she is? Oh, yes, of course. Maybe it's best if I don't. I don't know if I have the stomach for it. Oh, gods. All this time. Please, at least tell me how she died. Do you think the skeever killed her, or did it get to her after she was already dead? What nonsense. You have nothing to base this on. You know what? I think I've wasted enough time talking to you. Get out of here.
I hear you're handy in a fight. Glad you're on our side, love.
You have a backup plan if we get caught.
I've got your back.
What do you want? Get out of my house! What about it? Not going to happen. Not my problem. Uh-huh.
I don't really know where to go from here, so I'm gonna save, and I think I'm gonna call it a night. Sorry everybody for the long, drawn-out, seemingly pointless gameplay, but we'll figure it out eventually. At some point or another, I need to figure out how to get into the palace. I think that will be most important. I think the palace is probably the most critical aspect of this whole process, so... Degland... Astasia, Jeschel. Let's take a look in here. Lots of empty coffins. Some bone meal, some gold, a skull, bloody rags. They're stacked to the ceiling on this side. Oh, he barred the gate. There's a pair of immaculate gauntlets. How does one get through, though? I see. It's gonna take some Dragonborn parkour. We're making progress now.
I hope you aren't planning to fight in those clothes. Even with me around, you wouldn't last a few seconds.
Okay. Dragonborn parkour it is. Damn it. Damn it. Got it. Oh, that was cumbersome to say the least. One downside, I don't have slow fall. Oh, that actually didn't do near as much damage as I thought. Oops. I found it and then I broke it. Just slightly too far. God damn it. Got it. Let's go investigate this area first. Oh, we have... demons. Cool. Oh, those were fun. Do they leave? They do leave piles of random.
So you're the strong silent type, huh? I bet you must love me talking to you all the time. Then could we spend any time with me?
Goodbye. Steel dagger. Corundum ingots. Or those dwarven metal ingots. It doesn't matter. Interesting. Well, now that I'm making progress, I'm not feeling like just quitting anymore, so that's a plus. I totally forgot that we needed to explore the palace. Another master gate. I abhor cheating in all forms. But when it comes to lockpicking, I hate lockpicking. Oops. Damn it. Got it. A scroll. Scroll of Mara's Embrace. Beneficial. Another scroll. Scroll of Shield of Sanctuary.
What was that?
They're all wearing dwarven boots.
My parents were funny people. I'm
Wow, that was brutal. I almost died. What's all this then? Oh, unique. I was hoping for another suit of immaculate armor, but that's apparently not going to happen. Display case has a silver or steel dagger. This one has a soul gem. This one is empty, and this one has a dwarven arrow. I'll take it. Here we go, another master gate. Can I do it in the 33 lockpicks that I have? It's not looking good. Okay. I really want to get in there, but I don't really want to deal with this lock. This lock is being a pain in my ass. Found it. Finally. Another master gate. Damn. Ah, too far. Got it. Jeez, that was insane.
So, what do I have to do to get a drink around here? Actually, I don't think I want to know.
I found an aqua aura. Nice. Kind of glowing plant life. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Another master gate. So Narnabas was in fact a necromancer.
Would it be wrong if I was physically attracted to you, even though you're a woman? Sorry, I was
That gate leads out to... okay. What? One of them picked the lock. Okay. Alright, so all we have left at this point is to get the Immaculate Armor from Rikus, which we will have to probably kill him for, which means we'll have to do this whole mess again. That is okay, we can do that. So I'm going to save real quick, and I'm going to call it for the night. See you all later. Have a good night. Bye.